What is up, guys? I am back. So I got some sad but good news. My knee is doing good, as per usual. Still no pain. Um, Incisions are healing up nicely. Um, it's looking pretty good. So, some good news. We'll start with the bad news. So, bad news is, I got a call this morning from my lawyer. My lawyer does not think that I can manage a case because of my witnesses saying it was my fault. Yes, I was partially at fault for jaywalking. Give me one moment. But the other guy was still at fault. He claimed he didn't see me in broad daylight, and on top of that, I was almost to the curb. So, something doesn't seem right with that. A 74 or 78-year-old guy hitting somebody like me, and all that, just, it doesn't seem right to me that he should get away with this and get off easily. So my lawyer's gonna send my info to another lawyer, possibly someone closer by. And go from there. I also have a malpractice lawsuit that's going to be starting soon once I get a hold of a malpractice lawyer. But anyways, on top of that, the good news, other than my knee doing pretty good, I'm enjoying the fact that I'm back up on my feet, going out to Johnny's, having fun. Still can't dance yet. It sucks, but I got my 4-week appointment in 2 weeks. It's looking pretty good. Hopefully, PT goes good, and stuff like that. So let's hope and pray all goes well. And who knows, maybe I could be told that I'm progressively getting so much better at this that, hold that thought, I am going to time out real quick. And when you have this amount of time to post one, it basically gives you an opportunity to share with people what you are doing and stuff like that. But anyways, who knows, maybe I can go into my 4-week appointment, and thankfully my 4-week appointment is after PT. So maybe, not trying to rush it, but maybe, if I talk to my therapist and see if we can try and work me a little past 90. So the furthest my brace will take me is 110, which I'm good with. 110 is about what I was at before my surgery, which progressively I think was so amazing that I got that far with no issues. But see if I can test to see if I can go that far. Only thing that I'm worried about is them not allowing it without consulting my doctor first. I mean, I guess he couldn't. I guess my PT therapist could consult it with my doctor right there and then. But if possible, hopefully all goes well. I'm really hoping that things go as planned and we get some good answers. Um, on top of that, this weekend I'm hanging out with my friends. I have the house to myself tomorrow night, so I'm having I'm having quite a few friends over. Um, not exactly for a party, but it is a party, but it isn't a party. Um, so I have Kate, you know her, and I also got Justin. You have not met him, you have not been introduced to him yet. Um, give me one moment. Um, coming over to hang out tonight. Hopefully all goes well. I'm looking to have a great night tonight, and I'm looking to have a great night tomorrow night as well. And then possible Johnny's on Sunday. Um, but otherwise, I am looking forward to this weekend. Um, so I do want to do Devil's Hide and Seek, but I'm not 100% sure I'm ready for that just yet. I don't know if I want to experience that in my aunt's house specifically, just because there's not a lot of places to hide. Um, and stuff like that. Like, the basement doesn't have a door. A matter of few places that we would have to hide. Um, the downstairs bathroom, the um, the laundry room, my aunt's room, her office, my niece's room, the bathroom upstairs. Specifically, places that have doors are like the go-to, but you have to move every 10 minutes. And it's so tricky because, like, for me, since my room is on the second and a half level, for me to say we start in the living room and I were to try and come down to my room or the laundry room or the downstairs bathroom, it is very tricky. It's very tricky just because with the basement not having a door and how dark it is, even if we would knock down the curtain and have visualizing areas in the basement, it would be a struggle because the basement is just so dark that you wouldn't be able to see if he was down in the basement. I wouldn't want to hide in the basement just because the only place that's decently good in the basement to hide is behind the bar. And if you think about it, hiding behind the bar and not having, like, some kind of protection, you'd basically be trapped. There'd be nowhere to go. I wouldn't want to risk myself going through that. I'm going through enough. I don't need to risk getting caught by the devil if it even works. So basically, the thing about the seance, hold on. not the seance, the 3 a.m. challenge for Devil's Hide and Seek. You bang on pans, you're in all black, you're banging on pans, and on a piece of paper you have 13 different, like, from 1 to 13 in numbers on the paper. And the game lasts for 130 minutes. So every 10 minutes you have to move a spot. So say we'd start in the living room, I could run up to my aunt's room and lock myself in my aunt's room. Once the 10 minutes is up there and haven't heard anything, nothing like that, you have to move to a different spot at that 10 minutes, which I could jump from room to room as long as I'm in the clear. Living room, there's not too many spots to hide. Not for me, anyways. Same with under the table in the dining room. There's so many limited spaces in this house to hide for me at the moment. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I'm gonna think about it. Maybe we'll come up with just sticking with some seances. Maybe find some different seances that don't involve us hiding or getting busted by the devil. Something like that. See what we can do. But I did talk to Kate about possibly doing a seance. I talked to her about doing another seance this weekend, just because it was well worth it. I kind of wanted to do another seance in my room, and I also wanted to do another seance just in the house in general. I was kind of thinking I want to stay away from doing a seance in my niece's room just because I don't want anything to come about in that room and latch onto my niece. I don't want to do that. I can't put her through that. So I was thinking about possibly tomorrow night doing a seance in the living room. Could get a little out of hand. Not sure how that could go due to the fact that we wouldn't have a door to protect us from anything that were to acquire badly in this house. The last time we did this in my room on my bed, it was all through Kate, and we were told that the devil was actually standing outside my door. I looked at Jack and I told him, I'm like, lock that fucking door. I didn't want to deal with it. Nope, I wasn't having it. So, the one crazy thing is that kind of got to me. That seance kind of got to me a little bit because I also did it in my grandfather's room. And I know my grandfather sometimes will randomly shut my TV off, and then for absolutely no reason, he'll just shut my whole TV off. He won't just shut my TV off, he'll restart my whole TV. Like, I have a Roku TV, so it's kind of technically a smart TV, if you think about it that way. He literally will restart it, like, and there's times I'll be looking around, like, there's times my remote will just be sitting over here, away from my hands, away from me. Ellie's usually never with it. Nothing. Like, it's crazy. I was a little creeped out, don't get me wrong, but it was really awesome. Like, I reached out to my grandfather, and I haven't seen my grandfather in so long, or heard from him, and to hear from him and get in contact with him and just know that my grandfather still looked over me. It meant the world to me. And I might get a little emotional when I get in, like, you guys seen, like, my grandfather got in contact with me, like, I asked if he was the reason why I'm still here after my accident, and he said yes. I had asked if he was going to be there by my side through my knee surgery, and he said yes. And here I am. I'm still alive. I'm out of the hospital. I'm back on my feet a month later. It's... I would love to get in contact with my grandfather again. And maybe even try and get in contact with my mom. On my dad's side. Just because I was close with her too. But that is my plans for the weekend. I plan to have a bunch of people over tomorrow. Not too many people, but enough to have a blast drinking. Now that I'm off my narcotics and I'm not really taking any medication. I do take medication for the... when the swelling is bad, which hasn't been too bad, and the pain hasn't been too bad either. The pain has been maybe like a 1.5 to 2. The only time my knee is at a 5, as I think I stated the other day, was when it was at 90 for too long. So when my knee is bent for too long at 90 degrees, and I go to take my first step when I stand up, it's almost like my knee wants to give out. So I hold on to something just in case my knee gives out, make sure I'm okay. But otherwise, that is my plans for the weekend. I'm hoping to start tonight out very good. I'm hoping to have a blast. I'm hoping to enjoy my weekend, and yeah, maybe I'll go live and go from there. Maybe what I'll do is I will go live on my phone, and so I can have music playing in the background. I will hook my speaker up to my laptop and play music off of there while we're live. I did tell you guys in the beginning of this journey that I would stay tuned and find things to go live with, just to keep my YouTube channel active and get up and get out there. I am not sure when we are... I forgot. Tonight we were supposed to go exploring, kind of. It wasn't supposed to be anything dangerous. I guess we'll wait on that for a little bit. Damn, I forgot about that. Shit. I'm gonna have to make that known in the group chat. But, yeah, we're not doing any exploring just yet. I'm not ready for that. I was excited to do it this weekend, but I'll leave it at that. We'll wait a couple more weeks. Maybe we'll wait until after my 2-week appointment and see where I'm at by then. 'Cause who knows? Maybe when I go in for my 2-week appointment, if my knee is healed and progressively bending to 90 and stuff like that, who knows? Maybe I can get out of this brace and wear like a basic brace that will kind of give me limitations, but not like this brace. Like a little less of annoying brace. You know what I mean? Or see if like a compression sleeve or something, or even just a compression sleeve with me wrapping my knee in ace bandage, just kind of like a brace, but something that won't slide, something that won't drive me nuts, just to keep myself in the situation where I don't have to worry about this brace. And you guys have seen my brace before. It's obnoxious. It goes from here all the way down to here. and it's fucking annoying. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. Like, I would so much rather just wrapping my knee up to the point where it only bends to a 90-degree angle. Like, I would love the freedom from this brace. I really would. Like, I won't say that I walk without the brace. I think I had mentioned the only time I really walk without the brace is when I'm taking a shower. Or, like, if I come home from Johnny's and I'm changing, I'll take my brace off, change into my comfy clothes, and since I usually ice my knee after I come back from the bathroom before I go to sleep, usually what I'll do is I'll leave my brace off. And I think I only do that because I know it's a short distance and I have plenty of things to grab onto from my room to the bathroom. I will out myself a little bit. That is about really the only time. Like, I don't walk up the steps without the brace. I don't walk around casually without the brace on. Just because I know my knee can only substantially, right now, handle so much. But then again, I think this brace being on and only being able to go to 90 makes my knee so stiff because it's uncomfortable when I bend it. So, like, I know I'm ready to be out of the brace and try and work on bending my knee to 90 degrees without the brace on and see how that goes. I want to also talk to my PT therapist about possibly, I want to set my phone over here just so I don't have to hold it. Just so I can manage, actually better yet. Give me a second. I'm going to try and find something else to, lean it up against. There we go. So, generally, right now, I'm doing the stretches that I've been asked to do. Following my 2-week appointment, I would like to work on possibly doing some stretches that could, at some point in time, give me a second. I try not to, like, there's times that when I do pop this open to, like, adjust it a little bit, I kind of try to, like, Ellie, you're not going anywhere. No, we're not going anywhere. I'm just adjusting my brace. Like, I've been back in my boots, so, my bottom piece of my brace, for instance, for some reason, will not, no matter how tight I pull it, will not stay tight enough around my shin area, just because my boots stick out wider. But I can definitely say I could progressively deal with this coming off and finding other ways to keep my knee just at a 90 if I'm not ready for 110 yet. I do want to talk to them and just get some pointers on, like, generally how long it'll take to get my knee to 110. Having myself keep tabs on that kind of stuff, I think gives me a benefit of the doubt because it gives me an idea of, like, what to expect since I'm healing so quickly. And I think I'm healing so quickly because I'm so young. Like, I'm 25, turning 26. And I think this was... Ellie? No. I think this was the best age for me to get this done instead of waiting until I was, like, 30, maybe 40s, and it progressively getting worse and not healing the way it should. Um, but I do want to talk to my PT therapist about some new stretches once I'm like maybe past my 4-week appointment. See about Ellie? No. Sorry. My aunt's dog's thirsty, so she's nagging for water. She can wait. Lay down. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself. But anyways, since I line dance, it's kind of like a sport for me. I know it's a hobby, but it's a sport for me. Um, since I line dance, since I've been going to PT before I had my knee surgery, um, a kid younger than me, high schooler, had come in, had the same issue as me. Um, they Now I don't know how long he's been there for. They were having him do certain stretches and exercises that would prepare him to get back on the basketball court and stuff like that. So I was thinking about talking to them about, well, one, getting me into some stretches that I could do in the pool. Because once I get the money, I want to be able to pay my gym membership and get in the pool and do some exercises to alleviate some pressure on my knee, which I think would be awesome. Being able to sit there and alleviate some of the pressure that I get out of the water, or like even if they would put me through to an actual rehab that could give me the benefit of a pool that's like covered under insurance and stuff like that, like aquatherapy type deal. Um, I'm shocked that I'm in physical therapy and not rehab. I don't know which I would rather. I don't know if I would rather be an actual rehab facility where I would come in every single day or like once or twice a week and stuff like that. But I do want to talk to them about doing aquatherapy at some point, even if it's at my gym. And I want to talk to them about possibly trying to, since I got to retrain my leg to do the things that I did before I got injured and before I even had my surgery, for that matter, because I was still able to dance prior to my surgery. I want to see if they'll come up with some exercises that is involved in line dancing that could help me get the strength I need back in my muscles down here, my feet for that matter, since I haven't been on that foot much other than standing, and my knee and my calf, or not my calf, my quad and my hamstring and stuff like that. So for instance, doing the basic things of, so like line dancing, the ones that I know are pretty simple and pretty easy. Literally, basically leads to, so for Kerosene and Daddy Won't Sell a Farm, which is the CC hustle, it's literally you walk forward, you kick your foot forward, you walk back, stomp to the right, this is how you know I haven't been at line dancing in a while. Well, I've been at line dancing, but this is how you know I haven't line danced in a month. Yeah, Yeah, because it's been a month since I had my surgery. So, generally speaking, hoping that I could maybe convince them to do some, like, foot kicks where I'm kicking forward while standing on this leg. Even though I don't remember which foot I used to kick with. I don't remember if it was my right or left. But kicking with this leg, the grapevine from left to right, or right to left, my bad. You always grapevine right, and then grapevine left. Hopping. There's just, I know it's going to take a while for them to be okay with that. Those kind of, like, exercises and stuff. Just because, since it's still healing, I feel like if they'd start doing that too soon, there could be a possible chance of me re-tearing it. But I've seen the pictures of the new one, and it looks phenomenal. Like, it looks brand new, like it's a brand new muscle, or ligament, not muscle. I mean, it's a ligament, but it's also a muscle, because they took it from my quad. But I think since it's a new ligament and it's been replaced, I think my biggest thing right now is stick to what they have me doing for right now, even though it might drive me nuts sometimes. She had done some, like, not massaging. I mean, it's nice to do that, I'm not gonna lie. That's right over both my incisions on my kneecap, and even though I'm doing it through jeans, it still feels nice. Like, it feels weird doing that on my kneecap. So, my kneecap is right here. And since it's still swollen and still have some numbness there because of possible nerves that could have possibly gotten messed up during my surgery, or just because it's not fully healed, so it's still a little numb. It feels a little weird. But I will say, even though it feels weird, it kind of feels good at the same time. I haven't really massaged it. I mean, so I have a massage ball from Pure Romance. It is a massager, so it does have vibrating things on it. Don't take that the wrong way. Just because it's from Pure Romance does not mean that is a sex toy. Anywho, just because we're live on YouTube and stuff like that. So, even if this was that, I would use it for a massage ball rather than that. Off the subject. So I have used this on my knee, and it doesn't hurt anywhere else. But when I, like, have it over my kneecap, since the vibration and my knee, I think it hurts. That's the only part that really hurts. But per se, like, down here on my calf bone, on the side of my knee, up here where they took the graft from, on the side where the porthole is. Ellie, I told you to lay down. It's not too bad. But I love it. Like, this is the most that I have done so far with massaging, just because I figured we'd try this. I ice it almost every day, as long as I'm not out from the beginning of the morning to 6 o'clock at night. I ice my foot first, or not my foot. I wish it was my foot. My foot would actually be healed by now. Trying to think. I ice my knee first thing in the morning, always first thing in the morning. The second I wake up, my knee's a little stiff, so I will wake up, try and, like, get my brain functioning, and then I will... Ellie? Get up here. Come here. Give me a second. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Down. Stop. You just had water before we came down. Stop. I'll ice my knee first thing in the morning, sometimes once in the afternoon, and then I ice it right before bed. Icing it right before bed gives me the benefit of the doubt because then it's not too sore when I go to sleep. Otherwise, it's pretty good. It's getting better. Like, I still use my leg elevator. Freaking love that thing. Love my ice machine. I will forever use that ice machine. I just wish I could find something to stick in the water that would keep it cold 24/7. Like, and when I say cold 24/7, I mean like an ice pack or like even like 2 decent blocks of ice. Or like a really, really big, perfectly squared off block of ice. Like, not gonna lie, kind of wish I could take the water that's in it, dump it, put fresh water in it, and then stick it in the freezer. Because there's a piece on the inside that the water runs through to get into the ice pack that could form the slot. So like when it would start to melt, I'd be able to know when it would start to melt. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd be able to stick the whole thing in the freezer though, because it's electrical. So there is a part on there that probably cannot be too cold or get too warm. You know what I mean? But otherwise, my knee is doing very good. I'm hoping, I know I've repeated this about 1,000 times, so hoping that I get out of this brace. I'm so fed up with it. Or, not even just out of this brace, but out of the ones that don't have the limit on it, on the side. And these stupid, annoying ass Velcro clips that, now that I'm starting to lay on my stomach when I sleep, will sometimes, if it's too loose since I sleep in shorts, unclip in the middle of the night, or the Velcro is starting to go again, so, or Velcro, unvelcro in the middle of the night. Generally, give me a second, I know this video is getting pretty long, but I will show you generally what I'm talking about when I say a brace that doesn't really give me much limit. I'm already on Amazon, so that'll be perfect. That'll work out perfectly here, since I'm on my laptop. I scoot back. That way, my other leg does not fall asleep. Like, this knee brace still has the hinge on it, but it's not complicated and annoying like this one. Like, I wish they could put me in a better one. It was a little less annoying. So at some point, I will probably be in a functional knee brace. So a functional knee brace looks like this. So that's what it'll look like. It does Velcro, but I don't think it'll be as annoying. Plus it's padded. It looks a heck of a lot more comfortable than the one I'm wearing. But I would love to be in a brace like this. And yeah, I know it's a functional brace, and I think the function will only go to a certain point. So I don't know what the point is that it goes to for a functional brace. Let's see if it'll tell me. Okay, so extension limitation, it goes to 30 degrees. And for flexing limitation, it goes from 0 to 90. So I would assume the extension would be me extending my leg out. I'm like trying to flatten it, so it goes to 30 degrees, which is where it needs to be. And then it stops at 90. I will talk to my doctor when I go in and see if there's a strong possibility of maybe me getting something like that. It looks so much nicer. Like, I don't know why they didn't just put me in that to begin with, due to the fact that it only stops at 90 degrees to begin with. And I'm not gonna lie, there's very little time that I ever bend my knee to 110. About the only time that I do that is to kneel down and then sit on my legs, if that makes sense. Or possibly crisscross applesauce, but I can't crisscross applesauce to begin with. Never could, because my lower back, I think, when I got hurt a while back, my lower back got so messed up, and I think it pinched something. And on both my hips, I was never able to keep my legs bent for a certain amount of time. And not only that, I've also hurt both my knees, both my ankles, so much as a kid, because of how clumsy I was, that being crisscross applesauce would make my legs fall asleep. So I wouldn't do that to begin with. But I will keep you guys updated. I do not want to be on this live when they get here. But I am very, very thankful for your guys' support. I will keep you guys updated. I wish, so wish, I could go live for my 4-week appointment in 2 weeks. Not even technically 2 weeks. It is technically a week and some odd days left. Actually, it might only be days left. But I'm gonna peace out and sit here and finish watching Hype Mike, because that's what I'm watching right now. But I will catch you guys later. I will let you know if we are doing a seance. I will probably go live just like I did the last time. I might not use my light though, just because that light kept dying and it was starting to irritate me. But peace, and I will catch you all later.